In we should go live in 3, 2, 1. Are you ready, Jeremy? We're
I
live!
don't know. I'm fussy.
Why are you all pixelated? Are you going back to 8-bit? Because that's pretty much what this is all about.
Yes,
Going back into
I'm
days
the
of Street
first
Fighter.
generation Street Fighter right there.
Street Fighter started out in like 1987 with Street
87.
Fighter 1. And it's like 33 years old now, and we're just getting the latest one. So anyway, guys, welcome to Utopia. Today we're just going to talk about gaming, Street Fighter to be specific. And it's not a serious topic just because there's so much going on in this world right now. Jeremy and I, we
need a
normally
break.
do Pixel Stabbers at youtube.com/Pixel Stabbers. And I usually do Tech Talk on Utopia, but we just need to take a break. And one thing that kind of like lets everyone connect together is just games, video games, and specifically Street Fighter, because we're kind of old guys here and we grew up with Street Fighter. So we're gonna talk about Street Fighter, then we'll talk a little bit about live streaming, potentially live streaming Street Fighter games and live streaming in general. So we'll talk about all that in this video. So thanks for tuning in and let's get started. So check out this awesome banner that Jeremy did. This is Street Fighter Champion Edition, Street Fighter 5. Are these the new characters? What is this banner you made, Jeremy?
This is the character. Well, recently they just okay. So here's the backstory, right? I thought that what, once I realized that hey, I want to play games again, and realized
Oh, I gotta
Street
interrupt
Fighter
you
that they're like
real quick, Jeremy. Just want to say hi to It's Panda.
Hey.
It's Panda. I know It's Panda for like a long time. He's been like such an old subscriber. When I had no subscriber, It's Panda subscribed to me, and he's a gaming channel. So if you ever check out gaming channels, check out It's Panda. He's got awesome stuff there.
Awesome.
Long time no see, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. So today I'm actually talking about gaming. Can you believe it? But I'm an old guy, so we're gonna talk about some Street Fighter. Hopefully it's something you like. If not, we'll talk about other games later on. But today, Street Fighter. So sorry to take your thunder, Jeremy. Let's go back to Jeremy, and Jeremy, go for it. Like, explain this thumbnail. What's going on here?
Well, this is the character that people think that they want that will come up in season 5, which is ironically they thought that the last season was the last season of Street Fighter 5. But somehow Capcom just popped out saying that, you know what, no, we have one more. They actually call it Season V, like, the Roman letter 5.
Yeah. No, well, it's always been Street Fighter 5. So that's not the new iteration. The new iteration is Street Fighter 5
They
Champion
call
Edition.
the season V. Because before it's always season 1, season 2, season 3. It's always called Street Fighter 5 with a V. That's normal.
Right.
But the
okay.
seasons are with 1, 2, 3, 4. But they now, for some reason, they just call it Season V, which matching the whole Street Fighter 5 thing.
Oh, that I didn't even notice. Thanks for pointing that out. That's interesting. So these are the new characters, or these are
Some of the characters
proposed,
people
right?
want. Well, at least I personally I want Fei Long.
Yeah, you know what's funny about Fei Long is there's no question. He reminds everyone of Bruce Lee. So why is he not called Bruce Lee? Why is he called Fei Long? Do you know the history of that?
I don't think you can call anything Bruce Lee because it's, I think it's copyrighted, and also you might get into legal issues.
Speaking of that, there was something about that also with M. Bison. And the reason why they changed M. Bison's name to Vega, and they switched it with Balrog too. Yeah. Because, do you know the history of that? It has to do with copyrights too.
I forgot. I know there's a history behind that, but I forgot why.
Yes. So Balrog, right? The boxer?
Yeah,
in Street Fighter. So in America, in the American version of Street Fighter, his name is Balrog. But in Japan, his name is M. Bison.
Yeah.
Because originally, his name is supposed to be M. Bison. And it was a play on word for Mike Tyson.
Oh.
Yeah, but they couldn't do it because it was so close that there was like, let's be safe.
Yeah.
So that way at the last minute, they changed the name. So now in America, we grew up thinking his name is Balrog, and the Bison's name is actually Bison, right?
Actually, if you look at the Japanese version of Street Fighter 2, it's still called Bison.
Yeah.
They know him for that.
So like we can even look at M Bison in Japan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's Yeah, he's called Balrog, Vega, right? So
Well,
it's all
look,
mixed
look
up.
into what does M in Bison stand for. See what it says.
Yeah,
And the
but
questions.
it's also messed up too, right? Because like his Bison is Vega, right? And then Balrog and Bison is a switch too. So all three of the boss characters are mixed up. So what does M stand for in
But
M
that's a,
Bison?
they have an answer down there already.
Right? Yeah,
Oh,
it's Mike,
see,
right?
Mike.
Right. So
Okay,
that's why they had to change it because Mike was too close to Mike Tyson.
And now it's called the M stand for Master, Master Bison.
Yeah. They played on words with that.
It just word playing.
Yeah.
Doesn't really
But
matter.
that makes sense because you brought up why Fei Long is Fei Long and not Bruce or Bruce Lee. It's just like Marshall in Tekken, right? Because Marshall from Tekken
Yeah.
also reminds
Martial
me
law.
of Bruce Lee. Or even Liu Kang, right? Doesn't Liu Kang kind of reminds you a little bit of Bruce Lee?
No, not
No?
Liu Kang.
Not Liu Kang. Okay, fine. I kind of stretched it. Martial law. You gave me martial law. So martial law and Fei Long.
Dude, martial laws, all the like that. It's all obviously. Anyway,
Yeah. So let's see what the characters are in Street Fighter V right now, right? We have such a huge list. Like Ryu, Chun-Li, the classics are here. Like which ones are your go-to characters when you look at a list like this? Like who would you pick if you were gonna play Street Fighter right now?
I will. Actually, I always like Alex when they first came out in
Alex.
Street Fighter 3.
Yeah.
Alex.
Yeah.
I mean, he has some really cool move.
Yeah, he's a very interesting character, and he's really good in Street Fighter V as well. I think
Actually,
if
one
you-
character I was really
Yeah.
disappointed is that if you go back up to Nikali,
Oh yeah, Nicole is pretty
you know
awesome.
how, yeah, but then in the story mode,
Yeah.
supposedly he's the guy come out like take out like warrior sword whatever.
Yeah.
I assume he will be like super powerful, but
Yeah.
for one, I mean he's good, but he's not like over
He's
the
a-
top.
He's not top tier. That's what you would say.
Which
Like,
is
if you-
yeah, that's why it's supposed to be. I mean, none of his move actually counter all the other characters.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I think they missed the mark on this one. If you put a storyline like that, he's came out like do that to Ryu and all that.
Yeah.
His move should able like somehow counter those, but they didn't do that. It just
I
they give
agree.
it some move which is kind of just savage, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's still pretty. Is his character, his idea is really cool. The costume is cool. The moves are cool. It's just like
The
the
V
balance.
trigger is cool.
Yeah, everything is cool about
He
it,
had
but the balance.
coolest V-trigger.
Yeah, like
He's
that's one
he's
of the
too
things.
balanced.
He's not balanced. But that's one of the things that made the original Street Fighter really good. Is because they have such unique characters, and every character has different moves, and they have their own story, and it's balanced. That's the best part. Because like you can, if you knew how to play your character well, you have a just as good of a chance of beating your opponent as your opponent.
I mean,
can have
why
beating
would you like Street Fighter like
Why
all this
would-
year?
Well, I like it.
Well, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of fighter games out there, right? Honestly.
Right.
So why do you like? Would you say you like Street Fighter the most?
I would say
like
that's
Street
by
Fighter the most.
far my favorite
Yeah.
fighting game.
I remember when I was in college. This is when Street Fighter was still in arcade. Like remember back then, you basically put your quarters, there's a quarter,
Yes.
right,
Yes.
on the dash of
Yeah.
that, and you wait in your line.
Yes.
Those are the good old days. Those are the
Oh,
good
yeah.
old days.
Yeah, there's just something about Street Fighter. Like, I know you asked me the question, but since you asked me a question, I'm gonna give you the honor of answering it first. So why is Street Fighter your favorite out of all the fighting games?
Well, they have I mean, even Capcom makes some great games.
Like
But the
Dog
two fighting
Stalker
games,
was great
the
too.
the two games that I play the most is Tekken and
Oh,
Street
yeah.
Fighter. The reason for that is, I mean, they are both kind of within reality. Let's just put it this way. All the other just kind of too out there. It's not unbeatable. And then Street Fighter basically make it. You can. I mean, those characters can actually exist. In a way. Think about it. So it's not too far off. Like they have like Marvel versus Street Fighter or Capcom, and you got super jump. Those kind of confuse the hell out of me. You super jump there, and I can't even see you. Where are you? Right?
Right.
That's too much. That's too much for me. But some people might like that. Just call me old school. But
I'm trying
yeah,
to log in here. Give me 1 second so we don't have to watch through all these ads when we watch these videos. Give me just one moment to log in. So maybe you can tell a little bit of your history and what versions of Street Fighter you played and what version you remember, and what was your favorite versions of the
I
series.
actually stopped playing at Street Fighter 3, not even the first, right? And got work, got busy, so I didn't really play. But I still follow though. I mean, I watch people like when did they start having tournaments? Do you remember like Street Fighter?
Oh, even Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter, there was already tournaments. Super Street Fighter 2.
That's right.
Yeah.
I never knew they have tournaments until like I think around like Street Fighter 4.
Oh, that's way late. That's way late.
Yeah, I know. Then I start. Well, they don't have good quality of like back then YouTube one right now. So they have it, but it's not publicized enough that the world knows about it.
Yeah, it used to be at the arcades, right? And then you would be so good that you moved up the ladder and you would go to like a centralized arcade, but it would still be like you had to physically be there at the arcade, and it was
and also they don't really record all the matches before.
Yeah.
Until like later on, then all those. I think I saw a lot of those. Street Fighter 4 is the one that inspired me. Like, oh my god, look at all this player. Like, they're awesome.
Yeah.
I especially like Street Fighter 4 because they have some crazy characters.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they were actually playing international, right? Japan, US, Brazil, everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And people are not just using the mainstream character. They actually use crazy character. You know how when they play tournaments, they try to be safe, right? But doing Street Fighter 4, people are not like that. They pick crazy character and surprise the hell out of the opponents, and then they win. You know that guy, Hugo, right?
Yes.
So that's not a really good character, honestly. But there are some guy used Hugo and he won, fighting against like really good players.
Wait, this is Street Fighter. We're talking about Third Strike, right?
First Strike has him, and then I think Street Fighter 4 has him too.
Oh yeah. He's actually a pretty good character in Street Fighter 4.
But not for tournament.
What? No, yeah, not for tournament, right? Because
there's some people use him really well though.
Yeah, through the history of the game, like in some series, the characters were too strong and they had to nerf them for the next iteration, and then they made other characters stronger, so they go back and forth too. So it's never been really balanced. Usually the final version of each series is balanced though. Like for example, Street Fighter 2, probably Turbo or Champion Edition was the most balanced. And then Street Fighter 3, I would say the Third Strike was the most balanced. And then Street Fighter 4, the last one, and then Street Fighter 5, I think they're finally fixing it now, where it's actually going to be really good.
That's one reason why I want to get in right now for once. Okay, you're a car guy, you know. You know about the Master Miata, right?
Yeah.
They have so many versions comes out even after the first generation, and they fine-tune that car so fine and the later version, like it's almost perfect. The whole car's balanced. Same thing goes on Street Fighter 5 is that after 4th season they tune up all that, and then it's become probably the best version of Street Fighter 5 right now.
Yep. Yeah. It's through trial and error.
I think it is late, but I believe this is the best time to play the game right now.
Yeah, I mean, like in the first version of Street Fighter 5 was almost really weird. Like I remember the very first tournament there was, like Daigo, our superior Street Fighter champion, lost to like an unknown person at a tournament because it was just so weird. Like the timing, the balancing, the combo system. Yeah, everything was really weird. It's not your typical. Look and feel of Street Fighter. So it was very different. And I think they suffered a lot in Street Fighter 5. Especially the gameplay was extremely laggy online, right? It was very difficult and the balance was off, and no one really liked the timing of the moves and the extra frames and whatnot. But they quickly increased and fixed everything as it went on. and they took a long time because when did the first version of Street Fighter 5 come out? Do you remember?
3 years ago.
Let's see, what date did Street Fighter 5 came out? Yeah, 4 years ago, February.
Yeah.
More than 4 years ago, right? So they've fixed it a lot. They've added a whole bunch of characters too, because the first one came out didn't have that many characters. First release, how many characters?
Is Street Fighter 5 the first Street Fighter that has cross-platform play?
No, Street Fighter 4 had cross-platform play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they used to have Xbox and Steam.
No, but do they have PC though for
Steam
Street
is
Fighter
PC.
4?
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So let's see, Street Fighter 4. Oops, Street Fighter 4 platform. So I believe they had Steam. So and Microsoft. Oh, that's
Oh yeah, Microsoft.
But Microsoft is Xbox. It's
Xbox.
Yeah.
So you can actually buy Street Fighter 4 in the store, I think.
Yeah, but I'm wondering, was Street Fighter 4 on Steam?
I don't know.
Fighter 4 Steam. Steam. Was it ever? Yeah. Yeah, they did have it on Steam.
No, Ultra Street Fighter 4. There you go.
Yeah. So Street Fighter 4 was on Steam. It was cross-platform too. So and they learned a lot with this too because there was a lot of latency and mainly latency and also finding competitors, right? Because of the latency, it was hard to find opponents to challenge. So you would be waiting in the room for like a long time, and then someone would come to challenge you, and then it was lag the heck out. And even right now, there's a problem with rage quitting, right? I don't know if you know how it works, but the way Street Fighter 5 now is you get points for your battles, right?
Right.
You have match ranking, and if you play someone that is ranked higher, then if you beat them, you get ranked up much more because it just says that you're closer to this player. And then if you're a high ranked player and you lose to like a low ranked player, you lose a lot of points because it means you shouldn't be at this rank. You suck. And what happens is there's a lot of rage quitting too, because if you know you're gonna die and you're in your last bit and someone pulls the combo on you, so what they do is they would log off or they turn off the power or they disconnect the Ethernet, and
So
then
they didn't lose point.
they don't. Yeah, so both of them lose a set amount of points.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, but it's not painful. It's like a little bit. Like both of them lose a little bit of points, like for this disconnection. But it sucks because then the guy that was gonna win would have won big, right? Because he just pretty much would have kicked a high tier's butt. And that's one of the things I think that the system is still flawed. Is that it's not.
There's no perfect system.
No,
Let's be
but they can
honest.
fix something like that, right? They can fix something like that.
Yeah, I guess so. We'll
They
see what
haven't.
happens.
Yeah. But still, like, this is the last, probably one of the last iteration. Look how many characters they have now. It started Street Fighter 5 with 16 characters. And one of the things I don't like about the Street Fighter series is they really milk their users for money, right? Because they
It's
make
a business, man. What you expect?
I would expect it if they gave more to begin with, right? But a lot of people said Street Fighter 5, the first couple of versions were terrible. And only like after the third and the fourth iteration was it actually starting to get good. But at the same time, they've been charging their players money for every iteration, and they charge them for upgrades and characters, upgrades and backgrounds, right? They really milk the heck out of them. And I feel like it should have been a much cheaper upgrade, or at least make the upgrades much bigger in between. I just felt like they charged a lot. Like when Mortal Kombat came out, it was a really good package already. So you pay for upgrade, it's like one full game and you upgrade to another full game. It's very different. Whereas Street Fighter, the difference to me was that as you did upgrades, it wasn't really a new game. It was just like adding backgrounds and adding characters, adding backgrounds, adding characters. Until like this latest one where they made like new V-trigger systems and added a bunch of new complexity to the game, right? But I just feel like Street Fighter in general, they just always milk the players too much. But hey, we come back, we still love it. It's one of our favorite games.
I
So
think
they,
Street Fighter
they
5
definitely did
is
something
probably
right.
it's
Right?
the best version of Street Fighter, all the Street Fighter. Because before, all you can choose like your super move, right?
Yeah.
But that's just for look. Honestly, it doesn't really help your gameplay much. But with the Wii skill that you could choose from, I think that really changed each person's gameplay. I like that.
Yes, yeah, and it's yeah, and then it's like a little bit of a strategy too, right? Because you always, if you win one match, I would say that's luck. If you win two match, it's a little bit better. If you win like 2 out of 3, then that means you are the better player. And the reason why is it's kind of like a chess match, even though. And what I mean by that is like you can change your super or you can change your character based on your opponent, right? Like the first match, you kind of get an idea of how your opponent plays, like their style. Like, are they more inclined to jump, or are they more inclined to block, or are they aggressive? Do they do like wake up supers all the time, or wake up specials, or are they more conservative, or they like to throw more, right? And then you can kind of counteract that and pick your character, different character or the same character, and change your super accordingly, so that you have, it's like a chess match, right? So I think it's really interesting in that it's like the best out of 3 is always a good number. That's why
that's why the old guy, the super.
Yeah.
It's cool because he could change his different style, like younger version of
Oh
different moves.
yeah. That guy is really awesome. I never got a chance to play with him before.
I don't see a lot play him though. Is it? I think he's probably too difficult to pull it off.
I doubt it. I think, well, every character in this game now is difficult. It's not the classic Street Fighter 2 that we remember, like Ryu is fireball, uppercut, and hurricane kick, right? Now it's like you got this V trigger, and you have to know these links and combo them, and you have to know like the frame trapping to really play competitive, right? Because look at that combo, right?
It's a short solid.
What's that?
It's more like you got a lot of thinking going on in a short amount of time.
Yes, yeah, and like so you can see the difference between like a high ranked match and like when we start playing, Jeremy, we'll be like newbies, right? Like we would mess up and the other person might get like a couple of hits. But like when you're talking about like the high ranked match, if you mess up one whiff, they call it, right? You might be down half your bar because one open spot they will set up
the damage.
yeah, they will set you up for like an amazing like 30 hit combo, and they might even like confuse you on the wake up too. Either throw or overhead attack or whatnot, right? So it's crazy when you're at that high level, and that's probably one of the things that makes this game last, right? It's the competition, the environment that it sets up.
It is definitely a competition environment. I mean, if there's an RPG game, it's the story that bring you, right? You just play by yourself. But when this kind of game, you had to play with other people, and that's the competition part that kind of draw everybody into it.
Yes, yeah. Oh, hey, we got a visitor.
Oh, hi.
Yes, and he says, yep, waiting for Dudley and Fei Long. Good vibes. Oh, for
yeah,
sure,
those
man.
two are good.
Yeah.
Dudley was a lot of people's favorite, but I don't know if they'll put it in. You know, what's the other boxer they have in the game right now? What's his name?
Balrog.
No,
Balrog.
the other guy, the younger.
Yeah. Balrog.
The other guy. No, the younger guy.
The younger guy? That's a
let's
boxer?
go to the character list. Is Sean? Wait, shit, I can't forget his name.
There's another boxer?
Yes. Dude, I thought you know Street Fighter.
Oh yeah.
He comes in.
This guy, Ed, right?
Yeah, Ed.
Ed's not really a boxer. He's like these tiny little like dog paddle punches, right? I don't
if you look at his
him a
move,
boxer.
some of his move is really similar to Dudley's.
Oh yes, yeah. Because Dudley, when he was a boxer, yeah, you're right. There's a lot of similarity between Ed.
So I don't know if they will bring Dudley though, but Fei Long, there's no character there in like. Well, hold on, I'll take that back. Who was like Fei Long in there that move? No, actually no one. There's no one like Fei Long in there.
Well, so Fei Long had the combo punches, right?
Yeah. Oh wait, no.
Then,
Ed has that. Shoot.
Oh yeah, it does. Does he? I can't remember its
He does.
combo.
He does. He does.
Oh yeah, he does. He does. Interesting. Yeah, but still, I think Phelan is a little bit more unique. They need another Bruce Lee type of character in the game.
Mm.
Yeah,
See, his
Phelan.
moves really and Dudley are very similar, honestly.
Yeah, they are actually.
You know, it would be fun. We should think about. We could talk about the potential 5 new characters, and I think that's what would draw us into the game, right? That's the reason
Yeah.
for that. Personally, I don't really care about stage.
Yeah, well, stage is whatever. Like I kind of like the old Street Fighter 2 Champion Edition like backgrounds remastered. It's kind of fun,
Mhm.
but at the end of the day, it's the characters that make it really interesting.
I might try at if I want to play because I know the gameplay for him is you don't have to do those like balling and all that stuff. You basically
Yeah.
push buttons.
Yes.
It's somewhat different.
Yes. Is
It's
he
all
a
about
charge
reaction.
character?
No.
He's a
It's a
top
button
character,
pushing.
right? He's a top character, like Chun
Yeah.
Li and Blanca and E Honda.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's like the mechanism of Street Fighter that's very unique too because they have these different characters, but you can kind of bucket them, right? They're either like quarter
Yeah,
circle
they have different
combo.
execution. So
Yeah, execution.
so
is
if
super.
you play value a lot, and then you probably don't know how to play other characters.
Or you can play characters like Ryu, right? Like Ken is similar, or anyone that has like a fireball typically. Like for example, Dan or Sakura, right? It's
Hey, you didn't tell me which one's your favorite character yet.
oh, so I kind of like Akuma a lot, and I
Ew.
also yes, because I'm a classic Ryu guy, but I think Akuma adds to that, and I like the fact that he's very vulnerable, so he doesn't take damage really well, but he's also very offensive. So my style is typically more offensive than
What about
defensive.
that new evil value? What's his name? Kage?
Yeah, Evil Ryu is cool too. I think Evil Ryu is really interesting, especially since I noticed what's his name, Daigo picking up Evil Ryu again.
Yeah.
So it's always interesting to see his characters. He likes to play Ryu, Evil Ryu, and the good old USA Guile, right?
He was
I was-
playing Yang or Yin like in Street Fighter 3 or
Oh,
4
that's
or
right.
something like
I
that.
remember a little bit like that too. But
Because he said he's bored with Ryu.
did you know his actual go-to character is actually Guile?
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy. I didn't know that for the longest time. I always thought he was Ryu, or Ken at least, because of the evil moment, right? When he fought Chun Li and he did that crazy pairing.
Mhm.
So the other character I also like in Street Fighter was, if I can remember, was a grappler character. I can't remember now.
Zangief?
I think I did like T-Hawk, but that was in the previous version.
Oh, I always thought that T-Hawk wasn't that good until I see someone play like Street Fighter 4
Yes.
Ultra. Oh my
Yeah.
god, he's doing so much damage.
Yeah, he does a lot of damage, and his moves have good recovery time. Well, typically, right? And he has a good set of moves in addition to his grappling moves, right? Like the dives and the thunder thrust. So
You know
it's
what
a
I
good
hate the
combination.
most? I hate Washi. I really hate him.
Oh, why?
I think it's cheap.
He's not as cheap as Ken, because Ken will cheat the heck out of you, right? With those fake kicks, like he's like and then he does like different moves. So I think Ken is a little bit more cheap than Rashid, but Rashid does have the cheesiness to it. He does get annoying.
Yeah, annoying. That's the key.
Yeah, I remember now why I like T-Hawk, right? Because like we said, there's buckets of execution of the moves.
Oh
T-Hawk-
shit! I said. Okay, you know what? I would say if they put T-Hawk in tier 5, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, T-Hawk is interesting.
Hey, we need another Chinese and another Indian,
Indian?
character representment. T-Hawk's Indian.
Rashid?
Well, American Indian. Rashid
Yeah.
is East, I think.
Yeah, Middle Eastern, I believe. Yeah. There's Rashid right there. He's got a very unique moveset too. You got to be kind of patient with him, right? Because his moves usually leaves you very vulnerable. But once you can combo and link him up, he does some crazy damage.
I know.
Yeah.
Just need a lot of practice.
Yeah, I think we should have. Oh, hey, we got another visitor. Good old Paul Huynh joined in the chat. Hey, Paul. Welcome to another video. Today we're not talking about photography. We're not talking about tech. We just need a break from like all this crazy stuff that's happening in this world. So we're talking good old Hadouken, Shoryuken, and Street Fighter.
Good old days.
I'm sure you've been a fan of Street Fighter. If not, you probably still are. Is that right, Paul? Back in the days, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you told me that you're not into Street Fighter, Paul. But Jeremy and I, we definitely realize we have passion for photography, but on our time to relax and leisure, we always go back to good old Street Fighter. So, what?
Oh,
He's like, oh darn, bye.
Oh.
he's out. He doesn't want to talk about Street Fighter. What? There you go. There's the JK. Yep. He's a button masher. Yeah, that was another thing. But you know, you can't really get very far with button mashing in Street Fighter. Because...
It depends. You know that, have you ever played that Street Fighter 2, the Wii one? You know, when you can actually move E Honda, and then while it's doing that hand, and it can move forward.
Well, that's the Rainbow Edition. That was like the hacked version. Yeah, like what was that? That was like just like some guy
That's
just
hack. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Like when you do like uppercut and all this fireball comes out.
Yeah. So you can definitely mash that because
I think I can never do Zangief's move, by the way. I suck at it.
Zangief?
Yeah.
Paul says you. No, well, so Paul, if you ever get a chance to get Street Fighter 5 on your PlayStation 4 or your PC, let us know. Jeremy and we're gonna pick up Street Fighter 5 in the next few days, just because we want to bring back some of the excitement in the spirit of Street Fighter. So we got our fight stick. We got our PC decked out. We're going to get a copy of Street Fighter 5, and you're welcome to challenge us. So, button smasher or not, we welcome you, and we'll see who's the better Street Fighter. It'll be fun. For sure.
I think we'll start with E Honda. They brought back E Honda, and I saw a lot of gameplay that even newbies can do a lot of damage because it's easy to use.
Right. But you know, every character in Street Fighter has a weakness once you realize what it is, right? Because like E Honda can throw those punches like crazy, but like fireballs can get through them, and I think you can trip him when he's doing the punches, right?
I don't know. Yeah,
well, I think so. And there's always that like the Achilles heels to every move, which is again what makes Street Fighter balanced. Like for example,
actually, it's sometimes it's too balanced boring, don't you think?
Well, it's no. I think I need it to be balanced. It's not boring if every character has a different moveset and they have their own story. They're very different, but yet it's still balanced because that makes it fun because everyone has a fair chance. Like, how would you feel if like you really like we talk about Nikoli, right? How would you feel like? And it's actually the situation. Like, say if you really like Nikoli, but now it's not fair, right? You can't pick him and be competitive because you're at a disadvantage right off the bat. But I'd rather him be very fair so that I can pit him against a top tier player and still have a good match, right? That's what a good balanced system will bring. Like you can pick any character and you can have a passion and get really good at one character. You don't have to just pick the top tier because right now the way it is if you want to be competitive, you have to focus on picking the top tier. Otherwise, your chances of doing well in tournaments
I know that
is
sucks.
yeah, which
It's
is
kind of
why
take away the
balance.
variety, man. It's
Yeah,
just you gotta be with the big boy cup, otherwise don't be the big boy. I mean,
right.
that's not cool.
Right, so that's why I don't think being a balanced system is boring. I think it makes it even more exciting if it's balanced. And to be balanced is not easy with so many different dynamics, right? Like you have to think, how does Gaio balance against Ibuki, for example? Then that's just the two that clashes. But then now you have to think, how does Gaio battle against Alex? How about Gaio against Fang? Gaio against Dawson? Gaio against Laura? Gaio against all the other characters, right? So you have to think about their pros and cons, where their advantages are, and how they counter different moves to make them fully balanced. That's really hard, right? I guess it's easier to be fully balanced when you're back in the days of Street Fighter 2 Turbo, when there's only like 8 or 12 characters, and you just kind of really optimize it. With even 8 or 12, the permutation of that, each character against every other character, right, to be fully balanced, is pretty tricky. Like, but now there's so many characters, it's literally impossible.
You still have not told me who's your favorite character. You're
I
just
did.
saying Akuma.
Yeah,
You
Akuma
said
and
maybe.
T-Hawk.
You said maybe.
No,
Oh,
I would
T-Hawk.
say, yeah, Akuma, T-Hawk, and
Oh, that's
Ryu.
a wide
Yeah.
range of selection there.
Yeah, so I think it depends on the different versions. Um,
Do you remember at any point that Vega is actually a top tier character in any Street Fighters? I feel like he's always like left behind. Don't you realize that?
he's been good. I think in Street Fighter 4, he was pretty competitive. I'm curious,
His move is too
was
predictable.
Vega ever top tier?
He's
So
too predictable. His move is
no,
too predictable.
check this out. He's
Street Fighter
sometimes
2
considered
though.
top tier in
Well,
Super Street Fighter
yeah,
2.
because he hits hard. That's why. He just need a couple hit on you and you're dead.
Ah, powerful, yes. Yeah. Right, he also doesn't take damage like Akuma does, right? He's strong, but he also doesn't take damage. Whereas
Then
Akuma,
he runs fast though.
oh
Akuma
yeah,
doesn't.
yeah, Akuma runs fast, teleports out, gets the heck out of there. So yeah, good combinations. Vega top tier in Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Remember that was the first game. I bet you can't remember what this game brought into the system.
What do you
It
mean?
brought something very unique into the Street Fighter series.
I don't remember it.
Supers. It was the first game
Oh yeah, that's right.
that brought Super in the game. It's just the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Because even Super Street Fighter 2 didn't have supers. It was just normal special moves. Then the Turbo came in and it's like, oh, you have a power bar, a super bar, you build it up. That's
Who's
crazy.
your to-go character in Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo?
Ryu. Ryu is the majority of all the games.
Yeah, I go with DJ.
Oh, DJ was fun. DJ was good.
I use DJ to go value most of the time.
He was actually probably one of the top tiers. Let me see. When was DJ top tier in Street Fighter? No, I'm curious. Did I spell DJ wrong? Yeah.
Yeah, you did. It's DEE.
Yeah, cause he was also in Super Street Fighter 4, in Ultra Street Fighter 4. Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
That's so sad. I'm not gonna read that out.
Yeah, he's not that good afterward.
Yeah.
He's only good at Street Fighter 2, and then afterward, they just put him there, but he's not that good.
Right. But like I said, like when you go back to the Street Fighter 2 days, because there wasn't that many characters, you were able to balance it out really well, right? So like I'm sure with Street Fighter,
In a way, I think back then M Bison took over, man. When you're able to like play those four bosses, you would just jump into it.
okay, so that's different because those were hidden characters. Those weren't considered part of the normal classic characters. The normal balance system, right? Because they're boss characters.
It's not even fun. Remember that one move the bar would just turn around in a hole and then he could punch you out
Yeah.
if they hold charge enough. That's crazy.
Yeah, but again, that's it's still, even though it's very strong, there's balance to it, right? Because you're super vulnerable when you're charging up, and if you miss, you're also super vulnerable too. So
Wait,
that's
what
what.
chart
So you're charging,
favorable?
right, for
Oh,
that wind-up punch,
hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what balance is. It's like there's pros and cons. You might have some very strong move, but if you miss that move, you're at like you're entirely vulnerable. Oh yeah,
Oh man.
Paul mentioned Street Fighter 2 Rainbow Edition was the hack one. Yep, that's
Yep,
right.
I had it. I had it with
How did you
me.
how'd you get it? On what platform did you get it on?
You know one of those small box that they sell now that has contain 3,000 games.
Oh yeah. I remember that now.
Oh, I bought some Steam with that one
Mm-hmm.
from time to time, because you can lose.
Well, yeah, but see, it's fun. That Rainbow Edition is fun for like 5 minutes, but it gets boring so
Wait, that's all I
fast.
need.
Huh?
That's all I need. I'm not gonna pay that long.
Right. Well, we'll see. We remember that when we start playing Street Fighter. Let's see how long we stay. We might get in trouble with our wives, and your kid will say, "Hey, Dad, spend time with me," because we're gonna be too competitive. I can see it right now. I don't think it's a good
I
idea.
think you're gonna kick my butt. I've been lagging and
We'll
haven't been
s-
playing for the longest time.
I've stopped for a while too, but we'll see how it goes. I think it would be interesting to pick it up again. I just feel like it's a bad idea for productivity because I think we're gonna be wasting a lot of time.
My confidence is being crushed by one of my friends. He could literally play Street Fighter 2 with me
Hmm.
and crush me with one hand.
Oh, what?
He played with
That's
one hand.
that's pretty crazy.
So he basically control the move and then just like the first two buttons or something and that's it. And kick my butt with one hand. So I was like, okay, I suck at this.
Well, we'll see. We'll
But
see how it
he
goes.
has to use a Chun-Li though back then.
What edition of Street Fighter was that?
I think it's Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Ah, Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Yeah, pretty powerful Chung Li in that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but Sagat is another one was kind of disappointed. I thought he would be much more powerful, but he's not. He's just there's nothing new about him in this game in Street Fighter 5. While all the other characters has new ones.
Ah, I never got a chance to play him either. Yeah, it doesn't look like he has too many things new with him.
No, I mean besides new graphic,
Yep.
all the moves are old.
Yeah, again, like I said, like these modern versions, it's very hard to be balanced. I think they kind of lost that with so many characters. I miss it. And that's exactly why I thought the Rainbow Edition Street Fighter was cool for 5 minutes, but when you start playing seriously with your buddy, it's like it's so annoying.
Wait, did he just fireball the heck of a super? That's not a super, is it? No.
I missed that one. Yeah, he did counter super. I think he countered super with like a V trigger special,
Oh,
like an
okay,
EX or
so-
something. Yeah, so he's on V trigger right now, right? So yeah, it's a V trigger.
Yeah, why your super sucks too. Since it's not a fireball.
It's a classic. It's a classic. All right, let's talk about some stuff on Amazon real quick. So, where can you buy Street Fighter 5, right?
Amazon.
Yeah. So Street Fighter 5, make sure you get the Champion Edition because that's the newest one. It's easy to buy the wrong one. I thought I saw the Arcade Edition. Yeah, this is the old one. Like, this is a classic Street Fighter. Why would you buy this for $21? But yeah, make sure you get the Champion Edition because that's the latest one. Let me hit it on here. So now you can buy this game for PlayStation and you can also buy it for your PC. And if you want to play online competitive, you can do cross-platform, right? Like Jeremy, for example, can have the PlayStation 4 version with the PlayStation 4 and I can have it on my PC and we can challenge each other on an online match.
Yeah.
The one caveat about that, and I can't know for sure because I can't remember I don't know how it is now, but just a few years ago when I was playing Street Fighter 5, and I think it was on the Ultra Edition. If you own the PC version, you can access the online lobby for free. It doesn't cost anything to have online access to play online. But if you had the PlayStation version, you actually have to subscribe to the online subscription. I think it's PlayStation Live or something like that.
I think that's how that is.
So just keep that in mind if you guys want to get Street Fighter 4 and play online, especially with the shelter in place. I mean, you better be playing online. Otherwise, you're gonna be playing your parents or your brother. But that gets boring pretty fast. So I think one of the coolest thing about Street Fighter and why it still does well today is that it brings back that competitive environment that we had back in the day at the arcades, right? But just bringing it online. You're playing new people, and it's always fresh and exciting because everyone's got their own playing style, and so you can kind of figure them out, and you can compete with them a couple of times. You can talk, you have a little dialogue. It's fun. So online is definitely the way to go. And again, if you buy PlayStation 4, better remember to shell out the extra cost to get the online subscription.
I'm getting the PC stream version, that's for sure. I mean, for me, I was thinking that hold till like they came out with like PS5.
Yeah.
And then when they come out with Street Fighter 6, because I felt like, oh, man, they're the last season. I don't want to get in right now. I want to get in when it's new again, right?
Yeah.
But then they realized that, okay, Street Fighter 6 is not coming out for the next 2 years, but they do come out with season 5. And with new characters, okay, yeah, that sounds cool. And then currently right now, the whole Street Fighter 5 is pretty balanced right now. And, why not, right?
Yeah.
And I got a stick already. I got that stick.
That's us right here, too. We're live.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, on Street Fighter 5. Yeah, so we'll talk about sticks in a one moment real quick. But yeah, PlayStation 4, if you have it, get the Street Fighter 5 for PlayStation 4 for sure. But if you don't, it's kind of expensive to buy this console just to play Street Fighter 5, unless you're playing other games too. But I would say if you don't have a PlayStation, either wait for PlayStation 5 or just buy a PC, build up a nice PC, and play Street Fighter
there. So there are some prediction out there saying that when PS5 comes out,
yes,
they will put the whole, even with the season 5 Street Fighter 5 out there as the first launch on, PS5.
Yes.
So I would do that. I would buy that. That point,
They might have some exclusive, at least for like the first month or so, with some extra characters, or whatnot. That would be really interesting. How cool is that? It might not be fair for like people on PlayStation 4 or stream, but like for example, there's like 5 new characters, but you can only play them if you're on the PlayStation 5 version for the first
here's
month.
the thing.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that, like just like some people go to buy iPhone, right? I gotta buy the first iPhone, right? When they first come out.
Yeah.
But how companies are. They always make something better to attract people who didn't buy on the first launch.
Yeah.
And they got better things. So sometimes when you're late in the game, you actually got better products. You think about it.
Yeah.
And before it doesn't go that way. Before people know the normal culture is that when I get it first, I got the best. But now it's like you get it last, you get the best.
Well, but there's a benefit of getting it first, right? You get to enjoy it when it's new. You get to be the talk of the town.
Oh yeah, I'm just talking about the product itself, the quality itself.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and like exactly, if we bought Street Fighter Ultra Edition, you don't get all the characters, and you would have to buy like half of these characters. Probably you would get half of them, but then you would have to buy a whole bunch to get here too. Right now, if you just put down, I think it's like $30. Let me see the price again. Yeah, like $30 or so. You get all the characters in Street Fighter 5. So it's pretty awesome for sure. Look at the amount of characters you have. It's so crazy. So crazy. That's a ton of characters. And of course, you got all the beautiful background. Oh, I love the skins too, right? Like, check that out, man. That's Blanca. How cool is that? And that's Sakura.
Oh, that's cool.
Sakura, I don't know what outfit this is, man.
I don't know. They have a lot of outfit.
Yeah.
So when we get ours, they kind of give us all the outfit already from what I heard.
Yeah, that's the coolest part.
See, that's a cool move I like from Saku. With that fairy comes out. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's different.
He's the guy from Ninja, right?
He's guy, from Final Fight guy. He's Guy's mentor.
Oh, okay. There's another character, another game that has the ferret too.
That will be Striker, the ninja.
Yes, Striker. You remember? But this is not him, right?
No, but they try to make him look like him, but it's not him.
Okay.
Striker was in Marvel versus Capcom too.
Yes, yes. That was actually a pretty good game. I remember Marvel vs. Capcom. Those were fun.
I always like Dawson, but somehow pretty sure I'm stuck at it. I
Dawson's
like the
hard to play.
underdogs. It's hard.
He's an underdog, but he's actually very strong in Street Fighter V. If you know how to play him well, he's pretty competitive. I wonder
Yeah.
if he's top tier. Like when was
He
Dawson
was. A
top
lot of
tier?
people plays now, but
Yeah.
I think after all the tuning here, tuning that, just not anymore.
It's Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo who is top tier. The coolest thing is when Ryu picks on Dazum, it's just hilarious. You know, Daigo does the Shoryuken from like half the screen away, where Dazum does the arm, right? There's a
Just pick it up.
Shoryuken and then a super fireball after that, and it all connects. That's just crazy.
I think Dawson versus, you know, the video right now you're watching, Dawson
This one?
versus Wesley, it's
Yeah.
not even a fair game. It's- He's too fast.
Who do you think wins this fight?
Who? Well, it really depends on the player, man. If he's good,
Well, Dawson, like I said earlier, like I was alluding to, you have to be very patient to play as him, and you have to be patient to play against him too, because you know if you make
he's powerful. His fire burns you like hell.
yeah, but it's hard to move because he's so slow. So as Dawson, you have to get in the zone, and it's hard to get in because your jump is laggy, and all your moves is like puts you in a huge vulnerability. But once you're close, you can like teleport back and forth and do a crazy bunch of moves, right? Like do a
yeah.
super fireball here, teleport to the other side, then they can't block both, and then you hit low or you throw them. You have so many options. The overhead swing is pretty crazy too, right?
Oh yeah,
So
the
he's-
teleport is what it needs.
yeah, but I don't know. I can't play Dawson either. I don't have the patience to play him. Again, that's why Akuma is my character, right? Because I just want to rush in and do my combos and do my moves.
The only two characters I think I'm seeing myself can actually get used to when I first play is Chun-Li and Nakali,
Uh-huh.
because they're like just simple characters that you base on your reaction
Mm-hmm.
and your prediction.
Yeah.
And that's how I played Street Fighter back then. It's not all of the frame chat and all that, so I don't know none of that yet. Honestly, I got a lot to learn, but
Yeah.
I mean,
so-
when it comes to fighting, it's all about reaction and prediction. So
Yep. Yeah, and that's another cool thing about Street Fighter is that it's just like any other competition. There's tiers, right? But if you play amongst your tiers, it's still very fun. Even though like you can't do sick, crazy combos, but you're at a different level. You're just like some couple of moves, right? And you can still be very competitive around that level. And then if you train like crazy, you play this all day and night, and you get really good. You master all the combos and moves. Then now you still have a good competition because there are other people that are on the same level as you. You can be competitive there too. So yep, definitely looking forward to getting it. Both you and I are getting the PC version, right? So if you get the PC version, how do you control the characters? Like what kind of controller do we get?
I have this.
Ooh, which one is that?
This one is a Mayflash Arcade Fight Stick F300. It works both for PlayStation and PC.
Ah, yes. Let me link it up on the bottom.
It has a joystick. I mean, for me, I have to play with a joystick when it comes to Street Fighter. I cannot do those game pack.
Yeah, well, I like the D-pad. I think the D-pad gives me faster motion when I do my 360 turns or 720.
Yeah.
People would say the joystick's faster, but it just really depends. I like the gamepad.
I'm not about fast. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. You know.
Yeah, it's definitely more enjoyable, like the click and the satisfaction of the joystick, right?
But have you ever played when you okay? I always hurt myself. I cut myself in the joystick all the time. Back then when I'm too
What?
intense because I'm holding it like this backward,
Oh
not
yeah, yeah, I remember that the whole style.
right. And
Yeah,
then sometimes if I got playing it got too intense, and then because some got wear out, right? They got
yeah,
like sharp edge or whatever, and
yeah.
I got cut.
Ah, yes. I remember like this little plastic thing at the bottom. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's not deburred properly, and it gets pretty sharp. This little thing right
Yep.
down here.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the one that we have linked down below, the Mayflash F500. This one you can get on Amazon for I think around a little bit less than $100. And the reason why this is so good is, well, look at the reviews. You have 647 4.5
Whoa.
5 reviews, right? The coolest part is that it's not machine specific, right? Because some of the
Eh.
PlayStation 4 one has like license agreements, so they have like a encoded connector that you can't put on the PC. But this one, you can play it on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, Xbox, Xbox 360, PC, even Android Switch, Neo Geo Mini, Sega Mega Drive, Sega Genesis.
I know.
Put it on everything. I believe because they have different adapters for it. So I don't know for sure, but it's multi-platform. So you can get one controller and it works for everything. So we highly recommend this one. The reviews speak for themselves. Now, if you want a controller pad, there's one for that too. The one that's very compatible is the Horde Fighting Commander pad, I think. Yeah, so there's one link below, right? Like, see, you have to be careful for the ones that are licensed for the PlayStation 4 because this one won't work on the PC, or I don't think it will. Whereas you buy something like this, you see how it's more expensive, but this one has the PC compatibility.
I
So
see.
you gotta be careful about that and get the one for the PC. So, well, if you get the PC
But
version.
but you know what the gamepad can do? Because I don't know if I can still do that. But back then, if I know I'm waiting at the last hit,
Yeah.
I would smash like right with the gamepad. You don't have the satisfaction. It's like okay, boom, finish your move. It doesn't
Yeah,
do
that
that.
is true. That is true. Yep. Nope. There's that with the joystick. Oh, hey. Oh, we have a photographer in the house, and it's not Ryu. It's Ken. Hey, Ken.
See,
Long
even
time no
Ken agree
see.
with me, man.
How's the fighting going? Of course, the fight stick. Yep. Ken, are you a Street Fighter fan too? What's your favorite character, Ken? And don't tell me it's Ken. So yeah, Jeremy and I, we're talking about Street Fighter because there's just so much going on in this world, right, Jeremy? It's just crazy.
We need a break.
We're just taking a break and taking it back to not reality, because reality is crazy. We're just going into virtual reality and just
Hide in a little man cave, just playing games.
yeah. And then now with the world of the internet and online gaming, social distancing can't stop us because we could multiplayer anywhere we want. So let's talk a little bit about live streaming too, because it's one thing to play these games, it's another thing to play online, but it's a whole different world when you stream, right? Oh,
Yeah, that's
Ken is a big fan of Street Fighter since Street Fighter 2. Yes.
likewise.
Yes. So Street Fighter 2 came out actually not too long after Street Fighter 1. So pop quiz, when did Street Fighter 2 came out?
89.
92. Actually, it's a long time because Street Fighter 1 came out in 87. And then Street Fighter 2
sounds
came out
about
in
right. Yeah.
92.
Yeah,
That's
because
like
that is where I went. I'm gonna give up my age. That's where I stopped playing that in college.
ah.
They actually have a game room in college. I was
Yep.
like every single time we finished the class, we just rush the game room and go game before the next class.
Wow. I got the advantage of playing Third Strike in college. My senior year at UCLA, Third Strike was my nemesis. It was either Final or Street Fighter. And it was like, it's like 1 a.m. Actually, the arcade was actually closed, but like around like 11 or 10 p.m. when the arcade was still open, My excuse is, okay, I'm falling asleep. Let me play some games so I can stay awake. Then I go there, I end up playing for like 2 hours, and then now I'm sleepy, so I never study for finals.
When's the last time you actually played in the arcade?
Arcade was college day.
I miss
Third
it so
Strike.
much because you don't find those arcades anymore, right?
No.
I miss it so much that last time I went to Japan, in Japan they have a place that's just full of arcade, like 5 stories high. Actually, there like half a day just play games, just get those experience back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very
The
different.
first game I choose is Street Fighter right there. Oops, sitting there playing my game.
Yeah. The only problem is like nowadays, every time I go to the arcades, unless they're high-end arcades, arcades don't make money that much anymore because everyone plays
No,
online
that's
now.
why. Yeah.
So because of that, arcades are not well managed or well maintained. So you go there, the machines are all crappy. The
Oh, it's
sticks are
crappy.
sticky
Yeah.
and the buttons don't work, and so it's never
You
the
know
same
what?
experience.
Before I got married and kids, I actually thought about. I was looking online and trying to get one of those like classic arcade and just put it in the house. Next to my
Yeah,
rooms.
I thought about that too.
I can't do that anymore.
No, it takes up too much space. You can get the mini ones, the mini arcades. They're so small. though.
Yeah, no, it's not the same.
So let's talk really quick about live streaming too.
Yeah.
Because that's what you and I are going to do. Not only are we going to multiplayer online, we're going to live stream so you guys can watch us play. We're probably going to live stream on Amazon, and we're going to live
You see
stream
how
on
sucky I
Utechia
am.
too. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It'll be really fun. But in order to live stream, one of the components we need to get is an Elgato HD 60S Plus, right? And you can get the regular 60S, but if you have a Mac, you want the 60S Plus because that has more compatibility to use. And the reason why this is such a unique device is that normally when you're streaming, you're going to introduce lag in your game. The cool thing about this device is that so you have an input, right? So whatever game from your PlayStation 4 or from your so let's say, okay, so you buy this if you want to stream from another computer or you want to stream from your PlayStation 4. So what you do is you take the HDMI from that machine or that PlayStation and it goes to a USB into your machine that you're going to broadcast live. But it also has another pass-through. It's an HDMI that passes through the box. And this HDMI output here is lag-free. So basically, this one is exact copy of what you put in so that you can play the game on this output here on a different screen as if you're playing directly on the TV or without any lag. The one that you stream will be subject to like stutter lag or computational lag or whatnot. But if you want like the best performance, that's why you buy a device like this so you can play and create without compromises.
That goes the same if I use a camera as a webcam too, right?
Yes.
There's no lag.
Yeah, it helps. It definitely helps. Well, sort of. With webcam, it's a little bit different, right? Because with webcam, you're actually not using this output.
Oh.
You're just doing the input to the computer. So whatever lag there is. Like if you wanted to output your webcam to a different computer, I don't know why you would do that, but you would be lag free on that display.
Yeah, there's no point doing that.
There's no point, right? So this is only really for PC. And the reason why I recommend this for you, Jeremy, was not because we needed the functionality of this device for webcam, but we needed it just because it was the only one available. Ideally for you, the Camlink HD 4K would be better.
Yeah.
But it's just sold out, so this is like the next best thing. But
It is
ironically,
what
it's
it
good for
is.
gaming.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you're gaming and you're streaming, another thing that's important would be to have a stream deck. Stream deck. I can't
How long
spell.
does it take you to set up your stream deck?
It's easy, very easy. So the moment you plug it in, let me see if I can open up my stream deck. I hope I don't crash my computer if I do it.
Please don't.
I'm kind of afraid to because I might crash.
Then don't do it.
Should I? Oh, too late. I already clicked it. I opened it. Okay, so this is my interface for Stream Deck, right? So basically, you drag your scene onto here, and then there becomes button. So then, if you see right here, these are all the buttons, right? So I can just push different buttons. Like I know this button is with Jeremy and I, and it's both of us. If I want to just see the computer screen, I push this button. And then if I wanted to see just me, I can push this button. If I wanted to see just Jeremy, I can push this button, right? And then I can use it to launch, and I can use it to launch other stuff too. And I can configure it by this screen right here. So very cool for streaming.
It's okay. So it's control how you want your stream to display.
Yeah. Yeah, and it makes it easy, right? You can use like hotkeys to switch between these scenes, for example. But it's harder to like do command 1, command 2 when you're like looking at the screen and you're interacting. Whereas here, I can just look at the buttons and I can see a little preview of the buttons. And I can launch like apps too. Like I can launch my Skype, I can launch my Ecamm Live. I can see how many viewers are watching the stream right now. I can display comments. Oh yeah. We had some comments here, so we might as well bring these comments up while we're here. So Ken said, Ken had a Sega Saturn back in the day. Modified with a PS3 controller PCB. Wow. This is beyond me. I don't even know what he's talking about, but he got the same material as the arcade 100%. That's crazy, man. That is crazy.
Do you still play right now? Maybe we should play some.
Yeah, Ken, if you're in Street Fighter 5, let's get you online and let's play some Street Fighter. Paul said he has some PS3 sticks, Mad Cats. Would it work on a PC or a PS4? The PlayStation 3, I think if they're USB, they might work on the PC. Now, I don't know about PC and PS3 and PS4 compatibility. Do you know that, Jeremy? Can I use PS3 controllers on a PS4? In question, in doubt, always ask Google. So unfortunately, PS3 is not compatible with a PS4 controller. So sorry, you can't do that, Paul. But if you look on Steam, you can see Steam, what controllers are compatible. And I can't spell controllers.
Controllers.
So what you can do is you can look at a list of what controllers are supported on Steam.
Is my controller support?
I hope so. So here's the supported list. So what controller do you have, Jeremy?
That's
the F300, right?
F300, yeah.
So F300 doesn't look like it.
Shoot.
F500 should be. What?
No.
Why is it not here? I'm pretty sure F500 was.
You suck.
Wait. Let's just do like F300 compatible with Steam. It should be, because what controllers are compatible? Need help with a fight stick. So a funny thing is, it says it's 100% compatible with the PC, but I don't see it on the Steam. So just to be safe, make sure you guys check out which controllers are compatible with
now
Steam.
you tell
look.
me.
Mayflash. So the Mayflash PS3 is compatible.
Okay, that's.
But yeah, I to be honest, I don't know, and we don't have time in this stream to go over it. But let's do some research offline to see if it works. Otherwise, you might have to pick up the new one. So Paul, that the PS3 stick might work on the PC too. Actually, we can Google that for Paul. So is Mad Cat's PS3 controller compatible?
I want to buy a new
with
one.
Steam? Yeah, they're probably sticky and old, Paul. Just get a new one. So
Man,
Ken
I
says,
hope I don't have to get a new one.
Ken says he hasn't played Street Fighter since Street Fighter 4. He's happy to play with Street Fighter 3.
Come on, man. Why you go back? Play the newest one.
He's old school.
I thought I'm old school.
Yeah, so like these are the databases here, Paul. I don't know why this is not in English, but let's see. Let's look for Mad Cats. Yeah, so Mad Cats.
PS4.
Yeah, he has a Mad Cat's PS3, right? So this is it right here. So the Mad Cat Alpha PS3 mode, it should work on Steam. So believe it works. Yeah, and Paul says it's USB. So I think it works. Again, we're not official support for Steam, so we can't guarantee
Yeah,
it.
don't call our word for that.
Yeah, so check out
What you see
online,
is what
do
we
some
see. That's
Google
pretty much
Google
it.
do some Google searches and see what works best for you. But yeah, if you guys get Street Fighter 5, hit us up on Facebook or leave a comment below. We'll share our handles with you. We'll play some games. We'll live stream it. We'll have some fun.
I'll let you kick my ass.
Yeah, so Stream Deck is one thing when you want to live stream with. If you want to capture your footage to get some excitement to see how you look when you win or the sore loser face, you want a webcam. The C920 Logitech is a great webcam. It's very affordable. It works great. It's HD. It's probably all you need for streaming. But if you want to go like super pro, there you go. Jeremy uses it. If you want to go super pro, get the ZV-1 from Sony that's coming out really soon. It's a really pricey one, but this one is like the ultimate vlogging camera. It's also going to have a connection cable where you can connect it directly to your PC to use it as a webcam. But that feature won't be available until summer 2020. So this is only if you're like extreme high quality and you're willing to wait for the update to make it a webcam. But for now, streamers, the C920 from Logitech, what we just showed you earlier, which is also down linked below, is probably the best option for you guys. Just so that you guys can have, Jeremy?
I have something to add. So if you're a gamer, don't do what they would do with his lighting. Do what I do.
Gamer lighting.
Is the gamer lighting.
Yeah, get some RGB in the background. It looks better. Whereas I'm too like professional. Yep. So Ken says it's a bit slow-mo feel. Yes, exactly right, Ken.
Yeah.
It's because
it's good for these old folks like us. Slow down.
Well, it's different. It feels slower because there's so many frames.
No, you know what?
It's
Street Fighter
smooth.
3 when they first came out, it's not that fast either. It's just when they get into first strike, they speed it up. But in the beginning when Street Fighter 3 comes out, it's not that fast.
Yeah. Yeah, but it just...
You want to talk about fast, Street Fighter Alpha, those are fast.
Oh yeah, those are the good old days. Especially when you have like that, the super mode where I get a V-ism or something like that. And then you can
I still don't get it. Yeah.
Yeah, those
you
are
can
custom
combo everything with that. It's crazy.
Custom combos, yeah. So the other thing that you probably want to get is some decent lighting. We have links down below for lighting. And the last thing is a green screen. So the cool thing about the green screen...
I don't have one.
Yeah, but if you guys gonna stream online, a green screen
I like that with a chair though.
Yeah, because you only need your head, right? And the cool thing is that when you green screen, you can put anything you want in the background. Like, look, that's a green screen, right? So you can just put like a wallpaper and ta-da! And let me actually make it bigger so you can see like this is really a green screen, right? So the cool thing about the green screen is you can have your game footage background there. You can scale yourself really small down the corner.
Your crazy hair.
Yeah, and then you can put it on your green screen. So that's pretty cool too if you stream. And again, that's down in the link below. You can get different kind. The good kind is usually the one by Elgato. They're a little bit expensive. One of the ones that's really popular is the Elgato pull down one. And this one is really cool because all you do is you set it up and you pull it down and it's perfect. There's also a pull up one too. So there's a couple of them. Elgato. They're a little bit expensive, but nonetheless, that's only if you want to live stream and whatnot. But for starter, just buy the game, go online, play online, see if you like it. And if you want to make some money or you want to go hobby and make it a passive revenue income, play Twitch or whatnot, then you can think about live streaming it. RGB, that's right, Paul, RGB. If you want colors in the background, you get the gamer look, gotta get some RGB. But that pretty much wraps up our time today, Jeremy. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Jeremy, you have any last words? Anything you want to say on your mind about Street Fighter, live streaming, us playing? What's your thoughts?
Wish me luck that I don't get my butt kicked too much
by
this guy.
We'll see. We don't know. I haven't played in a long time too, but shelter in place.
You top though. Yeah, shelter in place. We can't go our way now, and I don't know other state, but I think San Francisco basically just extend they're sheltering in place till like don't know when. So I was like, you know what? I need something to ease my mind.
Yeah.
Can't work all the time. So this is what we're gonna do. So hopefully next week we could do some announcement like, well, you know what? Let me and David practice the bet first, and then we might announce our handles. Like, you guys want to join in and kick our butt? Go ahead. But let us practice the bet first.
Oh no, we're not practicing first. We're practicing online. The
Oh,
first match,
crap.
it has to be online. That's the genuine truth of it.
You will want to see that. Trust me,
Yes,
because
that'll be fun.
you will be laughing.
Watch us struggle. Yeah, Paul said thanks, guys. Well, actually, thank you, Paul.
thanks,
Thank you,
Paul.
Ken. Thanks for everyone for tuning in. Really fun to have you guys join the live stream so we can chat with you. It's kind of cool to just connect on something that's not serious, something that's fun,
Yeah.
like gaming. And if this goes well, we might do more of it because sometimes we just need to de-stress and just have some fun, right, Jeremy?
Yes.
All right.
Well,
Well, that kind of wraps up our night. Again, thank you for watching. Leave us a comment down below. Let us know if you want to see more of this or you don't want to see this at all. You want to go back to photography and tech. That's cool too. Let us know what you like. Thumbs up if you like the video, of course. Subscribe to UTechBia. Subscribe to Pixel Stabbers, our photography channel as well. And make sure if you're interested in any of the stuff, click on the link down below on Amazon Live or on the Amazon links down below as well. And let us know if you have any questions. Until then, we are signing out. So have a great night. Thank you for watching.
Bye.
We'll see you guys next time. We're going to sign out.
make sure you get Street Fighter and kick my butt.
Yeah. All right. We're signing out. See you guys. Signing out.
Bye.
Signing